Tatum and the Boston Celtics down in Orlando taking on the Magic. Jonathan Isaac playing in a game for the first time since 2020, and he's back in the first quarter and in action. How's he looking? Well, this is pretty good. A little fadeaway jumper for his first bucket back, and his parents just loving every minute of it as the Magic go up 15-8. Second quarter, Bol with the big block on Jaylen Brown. Then Franz Wagner alley-oops it up to, how about this, Cole Anthony, who throws it down the point guard with the business end stuff on the alley-oop. And it's 40-29, Orlando in front. Later in the second quarter, it's Jason Tatum making a nice move to go baseline and scores on the tough layup. And all of a sudden, Boston within one. Then Jaylen Brown pulls up and hits the mid-range jumper. And Boston's taking the lead, but Orlando it's the two guys drafted at the top of 2017 going head-to-head. Markelle Fultz blocks Jason Tatum. Then Markelle Fultz throws it down. Fultz just so strong and so athletic with the jam there. And Orlando looking terrific at this point. Jonathan Isaac now getting the steal, and he finds Paolo Banchero, and Banchero gets the slam. Orlando up by 13 points at this point. Into the fourth, Boston trying to make a move. Jason Tatum knocks down a three after a mad scramble for the ball. Then Derek White hits the jumper and draws the foul. He'd make the free throw as well. 95-92, Orlando's lead down to 3. But Banchero finds Wendell Carter Jr., and he goes up and gets the stuff. And how about Orlando ending Boston's win streak comfortably? Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers playing host to the San Antonio Spurs. And in the first quarter, it's the Blazers quickly out of the gates on a 14-3 run. Anthony Simons knocking down the deep three from the top of the key. Then Simons again on a pull-up three. Portland up early on after that one, 27-25. Later in the first quarter, Doug McDermott in the corner knocks down a three. San Antonio takes a 1-point lead, 38-37. But Portland responds courtesy of their superstar, Damian Lillard. Step back three is money. Then when Romeo Langford misses a layup later in the second quarter, Anthony Simons finishes on the other end with the jam, and this ties the game at 53. Still second quarter, Damian Lillard with three more on the pull-up. And Portland up 69-66. But Doug McDermott responds again, opposite corner this time, knocks down a three at the half, 4 apiece. Damian Lillard doing it all for the Blazers. Finds Yusuf Nurkic for the hook shot there, a little running, sweeping hook shot. Then Lillard drives inside and doesn't finish with the layup. That's a jam. Then Lillard pulls up and knocks down the deep three. Portland now up by 8. Still third quarter. Josh Hart finds Shaedon Sharpe, and this guy just lifts off so easily. Stuffing it on the break. Here's another look. Just looks like he's got a hot air balloon tied to himself as he goes straight up in the air with such authority and throws it down, and Portland up 108-97. Damian Lillard drives and finishes with the layup. And then Lillard, step back three, 37 points, 12 assists, and Portland goes on to win it by 20. So the Timberwolves against the Houston Rockets trying to end a long losing streak in this game. And there goes Alperen Şengün. He had 21 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. Then it's Kyle Anderson called for a foul on Jalen Green. Green tosses the ball at Anderson, and then Anderson gets called for a technical foul. You see the argument with the refs right there, and then Green, a little frustrated, gives the ball right back to Anderson. Nothing much there. How about Jalen Green fired up at that moment, dialing in a three, 27-17, Houston in front. But Anthony Edwards pulls up and hits a three-pointer going the other way. Then D'Angelo Russell again for three from the top of the key. 45-39, Minnesota in front. More second quarter action. It's Russell alley-oop into Rudy Gobert, and Rudy Gobert is going to get up in the air for the jam. He's called for a technical foul for hanging on the rim on that play. At the half, this piece and misses a layup. Edwards finishes on the other end with a fast break lay-in and then sort of laughs at Easton. And it's 62-59, Minnesota in front. Later, Jalen Green going to work, three-pointer. Just so tough to stop when he starts hitting. Then it's Green buzzer beater for three to end the third quarter. Houston up 90-81, and Şengün and Green fired up. Fourth quarter, D'Angelo Russell with the steal, and he's just going to pop in for a three real quick. 30 points, 7 assists in the game for Russell. Anthony Edwards has a three. 31 points, 5 assists, 4 steals for Edwards. But Jalen Green just taking over, too tough to stop. Drives in for a hanging, difficult layup. And then some defense from Jalen Green as he swats D'Angelo Russell on the three-point line. Look at that, with the left hand gets the shot. Then Eric Gordon finds Jalen Green for three. Jalen Green, a career high, 42 points, 4 rebounds. Chris Middleton and Giannis Antetokounmpo, and frankly, Giannis just couldn't be stopped early on, driving it in and finishing with the layup plus the foul. He'd make the free throw. There it is. Again, good luck anybody trying to stop that man. Then Giannis drives and spins for the finger roll. Then it's Drew Holiday finding Giannis, and he just goes between 3 defenders, and doesn't matter. He dunks on them all. Then Giannis pulls up for 3. He had 20 points in 8 minutes to start the game. Milwaukee up 40-12. Then Giannis finds Chris Middleton for 3. He had 15 minutes off the bench, scored 8 points. Then it's Bobby Portis for 3. At the half, Milwaukee led at 83, drives and hits the layup. Nice little head fake to get the space, then spins and gets in for the layup. On the other end, Bojan Bogdanovic knocks down a 3. Then he hits another 3. He had 33 points, 6 of 7 from 3. After this, well, Milwaukee's lead was shaved to 24. Drew Holiday steps back and knocks down a 3. Then Chris Middleton spins and finds a cutting Bobby Portis for the lay-in. Then Middleton drives and finds Giannis for the lay-in. Giannis had 29 points in 26 minutes, mixed in 12 rebounds as well. Into the fourth quarter, Javon Carter comes off the bench and drains the three-pointer here. Then it's Grayson Allen finding an open Carter for 3. It's 126-96. We push on. Drew Holiday drives into the lane and makes the contested layup, 130-99. Then Thanasis Antetokounmpo passes to Marjan Beauchamp for the jam. Nice dunk there by Beauchamp. Huge stuff. And Milwaukee, in the end, wins it by 21 to the Memphis Grizzlies. And early on, Harrison Barnes coming off a screen and knocks down a three-pointer here. Then Barnes hits another shot from the corner. And you see the Kings with a 5-point lead early on. Then Keegan Murray spots up on the wing. He hits a 3. Then it's Domantas Sabonis kicking it out to Trey Lyles. And Trey Lyles is open for 3. Now the shot clock's winding down. Kings swing the ball to Malik Monk. He's got a deep 3 that goes down. The Kings go 12 of 13 from downtown in the first quarter and lead 47-33. Grizzlies trying to close the gap. Jaren Jackson hits a three-pointer on the other end. Then shot clock winding down. Tyus Jones attacks the basket and finishes with the tough layup at the buzzer. Sacramento's lead at the half, 66-61, so a 5-point advantage. Running layup from in close. That's followed by Tyus Jones handing it off to Desmond Bane, who finishes at the rim. And Memphis now up by 273-71. Answering back for the Kings, though, De'Aaron Fox makes the shot from in close. He had 17 points, 10 assists, 4 steals. Then it's Fox handing to Richaun Holmes for the two-handed stuff. And Sacramento suddenly up by 11. And in the fourth, boy, they're looking good. Trey Lyles. Quick 3 at the top of the key goes down. He had 24 points on the game. Then in transition, Harrison Barnes makes a pull-up 3. Later, Domantas Sabonis cuts to the basket. He gets the big jam. He had 14 points, 11 assists, 10 rebounds, so a triple-double for Sabonis. And Sabonis attacking the rim one more time with the stuff as Sacramento cruises in the end. They take this one 133 Getting reacquainted before the game. It's DeRozan's 1,000th career NBA game, but we start with DeJounte Murray. Nice little crossover for the baseline J. Then it's Trae Young driving in for the floater, and Atlanta's up 117-16. In the second quarter, Alex Caruso goes to the work. Getting the steal off Frank Kaminsky. He dunks at the other end. Later, Bulls in transition. Aodosunmu hands off to Andre Drummond, and boy, Andre Drummond can finish still. Huge dunk. Watch it one more time as the Bulls starting to pour on the points. DeMar DeRozan going to work now. Hits the mid-range jumper, and Chicago up by 4. Later, when Trae Young misses a layup, the Bulls are out on the run. DeRozan passing to Zach LaVine, and boy, Zach LaVine goes up and stuffs it with ease. And Chicago by 9 at the half, 57-48. Third down, a three-pointer for Atlanta. This cuts the lead down to 6. Then Trae Young drives, hesitates, and hits the scoop layup here. Then it's Young driving in for the floater. This ties the game at 78, so Atlanta right back in it. Nikola Vucevic in the fourth quarter misses a three-pointer. Patrick Williams rebounds and gets it back to Vucevic, who throws it down. He had 14 points and 17 rebounds. Then it's DeRozan knocking down a three. Chicago up by 11. A.J. Griffin giving it to Trae Young for the floater, and the Hawks again back in this thing, cutting the lead down to 6. So it's a two-possession game with less than 5 minutes to go, but it's DeRozan knocking down a pull-up. He had 26 points in the game. Then Zach LaVine driving in for a layup for Chicago as they go on to win it by 11. Your final score in this one, 111-100. Paul and Kelly Oubre sitting this one out as the Charlotte Hornets take on Lauri Markkanen and the Utah Jazz in the first quarter. It's Terry Rozier taking the nice feed from Mason Plumlee for the finish on the lay-in. Still first quarter, Mike Conley, pull-up three, ties the game. Then it's Dennis Smith dishing inside to Mark Andrews. Charlotte goes up by 2 off of this jam, 20-18. Second quarter now, Talen Horton-Tucker drives and kicks it out to Malik Beasley for the three. And why don't you take me back to Antoine Walker? Little shimmy right there after the three, 34-28. Lauri Markkanen getting hot from the three, knocks this one down, and when he gets going, he's trouble. Lauri Markkanen in the corner, open, has time, knocks down another three at the half. The Hornets started on an 8-0 run. It's Terry Rozier knocking down a three here. Then off a Jalen McDaniels steal, Gordon Hayward goes the other way for the and one finish. He'd get the free throw as well. 58-52, Utah in front. Jordan Clarkson now with a nice drive and finish for Utah. They're up by 10. Then THT with the drive and the massive one-handed stuff right there. Watch it one more time. Up and over JT Thor. And Utah up 87-74. And in the fourth, they're just running away with it. Markkanen step back J. Mike Conley drives and makes the floater. Then it's Colin Sexton to Walker Kessler, and the rookie goes in for the big stuff. Then Markkanen gets the bucket in the paint. He had 25 points and 11 rebounds. Utah